So, hi, hello, and welcome to another weekly talk. So, didn't do one last week because I totally forgot, and it was just a lot where I haven't done a lot, but I have done a few things. So, I have been playing a lot of Polya, and that has been great. I'm going to say that I am just like really loving that as of right now, and I feel like I don't read as much as I maybe want to or could, just because I spend a lot of time, actually reading. Like I'm playing more than reading, which, yeah. But at the same time, I feel like I am also like not always feeling like reading. And I don't really know. I just think that I finished Wind and Truth last week. I think it just like broke my brain just because it's so difficult to get to and get through. So yeah, let's just start. I have not watched any movies. I feel like I. It's not always that I feel like watching movies. I don't really know what it is. I just think that hasn't kind of been my priority. Let's call it that as of right now. And basically, for TV shows, in the beginning was just like, I am going to, watch a little bit here and a little bit there, and it is working fine enough. However, right now, I I just decided that, you know what, before you start doing that again, I am going to finish off everything that I have currently on before I start something new. So I kind of just binged I Am a Killer, which is the Netflix show. And for anyone who hasn't seen that, it's basically about these interviews that they do with people with, they rather have like really long prison sentences. They are basically in for life, or they are basically on death row. So I feel like we started a lot on death row. But now, then we moved over to some really interesting cases where people got like life and or really long prison sentences. And we also got like two or something interviews or like it's episodes where you basically followed two two people who basically are in prison who committed the act together. And it's really interesting just because yeah, it's really interesting when they start to, turn on each other. And yeah, just because they don't, yeah, once they got to jail, they they apparently decided to turn on each other, and it's very interesting. But yeah, and then we have some really sick cases, we have some really sick people, and it's really interesting. And one thing I have to say, this show does really wonderfully. Can we just say that? It is awesome how they kind of do this almost every single time. Basically, they start the episode with an interview with the one that committed the murder. And basically, they tell their story. And basically, what basically happens after is that we go over to talk about the crime, like the. We also have some of like the judges, the cops, the family members of a few, and friends and everything. And sometimes it's really interesting to get their perspective, just because sometimes, you know, the cops actually have done their work, and it's basically the you know the evidence is so strong that you are kind of shocked if they say anything else, like I didn't do this, and they just have so like good evidence that it's just like whatever you say, it's not the truth, and it's just very interesting. And sometimes you definitely don't feel sorry for the person in jail. Sometimes, I mean, they start off and you kind of feel sorry for some of them. Then you go over to the ending and you're just like, some of them are just so cold, and you are shocked with kind of how cold these people are and how just sick some of them are. It's just really crazy. It's, yeah. And yeah, like a few of them, you can definitely see that they are remorseful. That especially like those that did the crime when they were really like much younger. Some of them are, yeah, just remorseful, and some of them just feel sorry for themselves. Like they are sorry that they got caught, and it's very interesting. And it's a very interesting show. Now, I don't know if we will get a season 7. Like, these take some time to film, and I am going to probably guess that they are doing multiple episodes at once, just because the interviews with the prisoners, it can take some time, you know. And yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting series, can we just say that? I feel like this is one of the most interesting ones that I have seen lately. So yeah, that is kind of what I have watched this week. Just finished that off, and it's been great. Not like not in the sense like that that someone died, but that like how the show is made, it's actually really good for being a true crime. And I feel like I just like that you basically everyone has a opportunity to talk, especially like the victim of the family, that they actually can say something. And yeah, other than that, I haven't watched anything else. I finished Wind and Truth, and I mean, Brandon Sanderson, huge, 1,300 pages, broke my brain, and we are finally done with it though. I had like half of the book left, so I started that one in like December, so it's been 6 months since I picked it up, and yeah, it was good. Going to continue on with it. But it's also like really difficult to get through these books, and there are still like 4 books left or something in that series, so it's going to be a lot. Then I finished Make Me Wilder, and this is basically for my Kindle clear out, so I'm not going to talk much about it, but it was fine. I got to the Mountain Is You. Is that the name of it? Basically a nonfiction. But other than that, I haven't really finished a lot. And then, like, before that, I finished A Gathering of Shadows, which is the second book in the Shades of Magic series. And this one, we are going to finish this off, like this series, we're going to finish that off and then see. So, yeah, my plan is definitely to, just get through things that I'm able to get through. I don't know if there is kind of a lot of other things, just because I have basically just gotten through a lot of paleo. Polya or something. So I've been playing that quite a lot. I'm trying to also get through a little of Dreamlight Valley just because we got a new update, and I'm trying to get through the Star Path, which I play like an hour or two of that, then going into Polya. And yeah, it's just been great, but also trying to do other things, trying to relax a little, and just like, yeah, it's I'm trying to relax, and just like gaming is it's relaxing, especially when I am doing these things. I'm not playing like high action ones just because yeah, or just like really adventure ones where you need to think a lot. I don't. But yeah, other than that, I haven't done much. I don't feel like I have a lot to say, basically. What I'm going to say about this week, I hope I can get like some reading done. And then, other than that, I think that I might be able to get my new section. How was that? I don't know what it's called. Basically, yeah, just like somewhere where I can put my towels and things for my bathroom. And then that one is like almost finished. We have a few more things, but those are things that takes time. But like the interior is overall done, which is great. But so today I am going to start the whole thing like today with fixing. I am basically making my TBR cart over to like a craft cart just to get a few things off my desk and get it to look a little better. So that's what I am doing, like currently doing. And then I don't know, have to see if I might listen to some audiobooks today and just like relax and do bare minimum, and then try and read more tomorrow. I don't know. It's been difficult, but yeah, this is a short update. I don't always have a lot to say, but I hope you liked it well enough, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye.